Okay, so we were working on on Greene, Dolphin Street, and I try to work out a walking bass line, but it still sounds predictable. You know, like we were talking about. You said to spice it up, not make it sound predictable. Well, let me just play what I came up with, and then hopefully, if you can play what you did last time, so I can this time record it.
What I did, because I remember from 30 days ago.
Well, something close.
Cesar, I wish I could.
Well, I'm
reading Jackie Gleason's biography. He had a photographic memory, man. You know, I have the opposite. I have to fight for everything. Except little quirks will stay in your mind, you know. But
okay.
I remember if I could remember, man.
You were talking about, we were playing these kind of chords. I forgot what they called again.
I would own 1,000 guitars like these. I'd give you one as soon as you walked in just to see you gratefully show up without getting killed in the road. Because I would have used my brain for something fabulous in life.
Okay.
If we only, don't you wish you had that kind of memory? I mean, for me, we all want that. But no, I don't.
I think called it V2 or V3. This chord.
V3. A V4 maybe.
These strings, and then skip this one and play this one.
V3.
Okay, so we're mainly on those kind of strings.
Okay. Now it's coming back to me.
So this is what I sort of came up with. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I don't have it going.
Okay, now all you have to do is that's good.
See that?
I think you skipped a beat at the end.
Oh.
The problem is you're taking it so fast, and you're not playing the bass notes legato. If you play fast and not legato, we have music, but it's called a march.
Okay, let me play it slow.
Think jazz. Slow is good. Full value bass notes. There you go. Yeah, that feels like jazz. You might say, but Ted, I've heard a lot of jazz is fast. I wasn't even as fast as a lot of jazz I hear. It's true, but you have to build up a certain subtlety. Yeah, this guitar has no tone control. It's not your fault. I want you to be able to hit it real hard. See, now there you're going bum, bum, bum.
Back to that march.
We're off to see the wizard. I love a march, man. I like kids' tunes. Some kids' tunes are march. But you gotta call a spade a spade. It's this. I'm exaggerating, but anything that gets like that, you go, my, what a lovely day we're having here in this land of jazz. Do they let you play it if you're white? So that's an exaggeration by extreme degrees. So if I go, hear how it's a march right away? So we have to get full value bass, throaty bass, not too loud though on the bass either. But I'm not clipping any of them. We're off to see. I am punching the chords in more, sometimes right and let it ring. Maybe I'll give you a couple concise exercises. I think we've done this before, but probably time to do it again. Just little riffs you can play that'll get you into this jazz thing a little faster. I mean, you're into it, obviously, but just can keep the March Master out for a while. I dig him, though, I must admit. I'd rather play We're Off to See the Wizard right now than any jazz piece, right at this exact moment. When I heard myself saying that, I'm thinking, it's just lovely music, man. But you can hear it, it's Mars. Of course, when you hear Beatles made a few bucks on that. Remember that one?
Yeah.
And how about this one? I added a beat because they're doing it in 7. They go.
Okay.
Remember that tune? on that jack, so it's making this. It's actually disconnecting it as you're doing that.
Sorry.
Because it's a very fragile chord, unfortunately. I just shifted, so you might want to check again. I'm sorry, I just had to get comfortable.
No, I'm right. That's okay.
So let me give you a few figures to practice. Let's see. Yeah, this figure, I've heard you do this stuff, so I know you're capable of it. Yeah, I actually like that. Yeah, that's good with that half-step chord. Now I'm going to make it a march. It's just a whole nother, actually that's not marching. This, with that rhythmic figure, that's what we call tiptoe music, which is that other thing that kids like. Daddy's got a D'Angelico to pay for. You know, whatever it is, I mean, there's this, it's another vibe, this little light bass. Marches and tiptoe music, but this thing is full. The paradox is we can't play it loud. We can't go and bang on it, or it just sounds like a guitar. It sounds horrible. But it's got to be full time value, and we have to have an aggressive attitude with it, and not be afraid to make some noise. There's little gulps. You know, you hear just little, all this noise back here. It's kind of good. And making noise there too, you know, just punching that chord a bit. And maybe let it ring for a while. We've done a few of these kind of things, have we?
No.
You think this all helps?
Yeah, I think so.
This is a real good one.
So what two chords are you playing here?
You know what I'm playing.
A minor and a
Say the exact letter name, please, for the
Okay,
tape.
it looks like an A minor.
A minor 7
A minor 7.
and
D7. D9.
D9. Yeah, but based on A minor 7, D7. If we use this bass note, it's the root. Agree?
Yeah.
Whether we hold it that way or this.
Right.
Flat 7 in the bass is much less common because you'll be doubling it inside there. But I use it a little bit. I just don't sit and dwell on it because it doesn't sound so pretty. Fifth in the bass is pretty common. We need that because of our third in the bass way down low is extremely cool if you don't linger on it. I say if you don't linger on it because it's almost a frightening chord for some nervous systems. It's got all this power, tension. It's like movie music, you know, so we go. Stop me if you need to. Say stop if you have to.
Just doing this two chords.
That's right. D7. We've done this stuff before too. A minor 7, A minor 7, D7. Sorry, this bass note. D7, A minor 7, A minor 7, D7. You played me some stuff like this even last lesson, I think.
Yeah, some inversions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just phrasing. Here's this figure I wanted to give you earlier. It goes up, up, up. Every bar goes 1 and 2. It's on the end after 2 that you play again. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2. The other figure begins later and then plays right on the beat. It goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. So bop, bop, and the other was bop, bop. Those are the two most important jazz figures that I'm aware of. Even if I stand in place and just go like this. So long as we get an occasional approach tone and maybe an open, you might say, yeah, but what do you do if you're in, say, B flat minor? You can't use this. Oh, it doesn't sound right. Well, we just don't bang on it real loudly. We still might use open notes as ghosts. Like I hit a little. This would sound right. This would sound right. But I almost hear it as being that. It's just a little flat or weird. The feel's more important. So the simple bass line here would be.
What are you doing right there, that chord?
Okay. This is the triad. Root, fifth, flat third, maybe optional another five. If you remove this five here,
What
then
chord
you
is
have
that? The
that's
D7?
this.
Oh, the E minor?
Well, I switched keys. Can you see?
Yeah.
I'm on B flat minor now, so you can't just
Oh.
rely on the open string. I moved up a fret.
Okay, B flat minor. Okay.
Then this is root. Can you see it?
Yeah. B flat. B flat. Oh,
There's
so that's
the
another,
fifth.
oh, that's another B flat minor.
Yeah, it's the fifth above it.
Okay.
This is the flat third below.
Okay.
Steady bass. So the bass doesn't have to walk, it just has to pulse real well. We like it better for walks, but once you've been walking for a while, it's good to stay in one spot. Pretty much, anyway, a little half stepping. So autumn leaves,
So it's all, the rhythm is extremely important
it's very much.
because without the rhythm, it's dead.
Yeah, I'm afraid. I think rhythm's the most important. If you're talking American music, the feel is where it all begins. If rock and roll doesn't have, after about 59, Light on This a Lot, it has ever since, is the main focus. And if we play any pitches that are within reason, it'll work. If we take that thing and clinically dilute it from the rock sphere by removing things that seem too gangster or outlaw or disrespectful, and somebody down. Let's see. How do we even do it? We might decide, well, no matter what, that the fifth is just too raunchy, so we'd have to play thirds. Instead of.
Okay.
So we've already made it politer, right? Because the notes do change it. You might say, well, there's no way you're going to make these work. They're too polite for the rock thing. But if the feels, it's just not as raunchy as this was.
Yeah.
But the feel, it's almost like percussion or something.
Can you play Dolphin Street with that?
With this jazz feel?
Yeah.
Without the melody, right? Just
Without the
back-
melody.
Okay. Almost implying the melody. Like big band arranging where you hear them on the top end, the horns will kind of do a blah, blah. It's just sparse. They don't play these very fancy bebop things or something. Like that riff. We do, beta, we don't know, you know? You try to be the whole big band sometimes. It's just a lot of fun. But even without that, just playing. Remember we talked about this walking chord, so you gotta be very cautious, because if I do this, whoa, Ted, you made it into a marching, you know, or the tip-top music, it just changes it right away. So varying the long and short of it, meaning how long we hold the chord versus those short attacks. It's like Fly Me to the Moon line. That's the wrong song. A is better. Have you done it in A? No. Do it as a Latin piece in A. It's just so groovy. It's so natural. I mean, you get to use the open. Lies in a nice position. Nice pretty A minor. B. And finally B flat and a little E bass instead afterwards. And it's right there, the melody. Can't ask for easier than that down there. Love the nylon string, and this will keep you out of trouble. Also make you curious about, well, what if we got here today? We didn't even touch any of these frets. You'll want to know someday. Or hold this. You might play a nice juicy chord there. F sharp. D sharp. D. C sharp. See that gets. This is G sharp. C sharp. F sharp. D sharp. D. C sharp. C. B. B flat. To sound like that other tune, because you know which one I mean. Because that figure, the one that goes.
Yeah.
What a weird key for us. We never hear it this low.
About voice leading. It's the I guess the latest book, Modern Chord Progression. I think I asked you this question before, but you said it's one of the utmost thing to do is voice leading.
Voice leading. That's how we did the theme here when we went. These went. I'm gonna take these down. Put them over here. Add this one. Wrote it, built this in. These notes, he couldn't have missed that was going on. You know, if he played it a bunch of times, he had to see it eventually. I would imagine. Some tunes don't show it as quickly, but the second tune there, Watch What Happens, has its own similar thing where it's going. greatest stuff. I don't know. To me, that's the greatest harmonic counterpoint. I think it's the height of Western music. Things make sense horizontally, but the chords still show up too. And you get melodies on top, a nice rhythm.
And I've been reviewing the tapes that I've seen you play, and I noticed that you are always like either going in this way or coming down this way.
Like I say, always.
I
really do it a lot.
You're not jumping around, but you're almost like you can see you're ascending, even though it's not like diatonic, but it's like you're that top note is always moving.
You know what? This is probably to help you with organized patterns, because in real life I probably go down more than up, because music goes down a lot. You know, the most popular progressions have mostly been lowering, constant lowering. A lot of music just makes you want to play free. So if we want a lesson, you'll just see me just bop around.
Yeah, what are you doing there?
I was thinking 2 minor, and then its own 5. I wasn't even thinking.
So all those chords were the 2 minor?
This was a 2 and a 2. These are all systematic inversions, with or without extensions. This was its own 5. F sharp 7 flat 9. Back to B minor 7. Extensions. More regular. 5. So that is. What's this?
2 6 5 1s.
I'm going 2, its own 5,
On 5.
2, home key 5.
What's the difference between its own 5 and its home key 5 out of
It's not, you used a word that I didn't use. I didn't say it's, again, 2, its own 5, 2, home key 5. This is 2,
A minor.
so this is 5.
D. D and 7.
This is 2. This is
Is that
a
A
B
minor?
chord,
Oh, yeah, the 6th fret. It looks like the 5th fret.
7th fret,
7th
B.
fret, okay. B.
If that's 2, what's 5?
F sharp.
If this, no, I didn't ask what its 5 was. I said, if this is 2, what is 5? You're going to have a month to study this question.
What is 5?
If B is 2, I asked you, what is 5? You'll think about it.
It's not F sharp 7?
No, that's answering the question, what is its 5?
Oh, it's home key.
No, not of its home key, of, you've answered the question, you've asked, you've changed my meaning, because I didn't say it, to, which I'm not mad about, to, if B minor is the key, what is its 5? But I didn't say, I said if this is 2, it could still have its own 5, the 5 of 2 could be right there. But if it's 2, where the hell is 5? So you'll think about that. You'll get the answer. I know you will. I say it with all sincerity. If B is 2, what the hell is 5? You don't have to say, what is 5? And you'll figure it out. E is the 5. And what key does that mean we were in? A something, right?
Yeah.
That's all. So I was just going B to its own 5, which is F sharp. Right? Its own 5.
Okay, the 5 of the 2.
Correct. 5 of the 2. Back to the 2, then back to the home key 5.
Oh, okay.
Which is?
E.
Right. So we went B, F sharp, B,
What do you do there? Changing key?
No, I did the same thing. Those were E. F sharp, B, E7. F sharp, B,
Wasn't that diatonic? Dun, dun, dun.
pentatonic?
Those 3 chords. Dun, 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 dun. Right there.
Melodically, but not harmonically.
Harmonically, it's inversion.
There's an F note in there, so
So harmonically, it's your inversion. You're using that inversion.
I used shadings of the 5 chord that include tart notes. It's a tart mother jumper there. Flat 9.
So this whole thing, you just been playing those 3 chords. The 2.
4 chords, I brought the 1 in finally.
Oh.
I started changing the order and started from the 2, going forward to the 5, to the 1,
Okay.
and then the 5 of the 2 again to set up the 2 again.
Okay.
But before I went 2, 5 is 5 of it,
Right.
then back to itself, and then 5 of the key. Both those progressions are prevalent in older music of this century.
So that last way you.
I have to bring Nick in, or he's going to shoot both of them.
All right. Okay. Well, that's.
You got a tape here. Please study it.
I will.